Hello guys, we are back to a new video, and y'all really wanted this one. Y'all are spamming in my comment section, telling me to search up things you should never search up and then make a video about it. And, I did. And, let's just say, it's worse than I thought. Here are some things you should never search up on YouTube. Oh, and Google, and TikTok, and many more. Why did I sound so zesty, man? I gotta stop. But yeah, I searched every single one of these because I love you more. Unless you're a hater. If you're a hater, go away. But I think you know what I mean. As a person who searched these things up, I can confidently say that if you search any of these things up, you're cooked. Without further ado, let's get started. And some of these things are so bad that I won't even go into explanation because I don't want this video to get age restricted. So let's just leave those out of the way and just start the video off with a clean slate. So let's go. On YouTube, steer clear of searching up blank room soup. It's a fake video, but even still, it's a video about kidnappers taking a man, forcing him to eat soup, and people are thinking that he's eating the remains of his family or something. But of course, this is purely fake. But even still, it might creep you out. And if you're a child, you might get nightmares. On the disturbing scale, 1 meaning weak, very, very weak, and 10 being the most horrifying shit that you should stay away from, I think this gets a 5 or 6. It's not too bad, but don't let children watch it. At least not children under the age of, 11 or 12. I actually reacted to the video like a year ago. I think it's weak, but you might think differently. Well, I don't know how weak 5 or 6 is, but you know what I mean. Apparently on YouTube you should beware of the title tutorial, which is a misspelling of the word tutorial, because it's a fake video about a man. I can't really explain it because when I was watching the video, I couldn't really make out what was going on. People say he's pretending to I don't know. It's very weird. I think on the disturbing scale, this gets like a 3 or a 4. It's not as bad as people say it is. Definitely not. On YouTube, never search up full stop. Never search up full stop punctuation. I'm giving this a 7 or 8 for multiple reasons. It's a YouTube rabbit hole. At first, you'll only really see creepy videos, but as you scroll down, it starts to get very suggestive and controversial. Apparently, you should never search up Daisy Leaves or Robert Helpman films, because it's a video of a corpse in a body bag that is most likely fake, but we don't actually know. Although, even if it is real, it's not like they're showing it completely raw. Honestly, it's more so creepy. I'm gonna give this a 5. You know, it's medium. It's not mid, but medium. Asuba Bawana. This gets like a 9 or a 10. And let me tell you why. This is a name for a Buddhist meditation pose and stuff, but the YouTube algorithm definitely does say otherwise. You can find very crazy videos here that I wouldn't wish upon my worst enemy. I'm just gonna show you what I saw. Obviously, I'm not gonna actually, really show you what I saw raw. I'm gonna obviously block them out. But I'm sure the titles will give it away. This, not the video that says symptoms of schizophrenia or whatever. That one's, I'm assuming, not that bad. It's the video on the bottom. Yeah, you just, that's a corpse. That's why I blocked it out. The second image is a dog getting cannibalized. Isn't that fun? Yeah, fuck no. And if you think you are, please get the fuck off my channel. That's some rate-up shit. Get the fuck... Interview with a thing. Let me break it down. Interview with a PDF file. Interview with a P3DO file. You know. This is getting a 10. I'm gonna explain why. There are no visuals in this video. There are no audios of anything bad. There is no visuals of the actual interview. It's just the way he describes this shit. Oh my god. I spent an hour of my life listening to the craziest words I've ever heard. I'm still disturbed from that video. Listen, man, I don't know how the fuck this is on YouTube. Just don't watch it at all. If you want to keep your innocence, please head away from that video. Matter of fact, that might be the most disturbing video I've ever watched, or should I say listened to. And the fact that people say there's worse out there is crazy. I'm not even going to go into detail about what he says. I don't want this video to get age restricted, because then I'll lose my chance of being monetized. I'll forever stay broke. Now this one is on my own part. Never search up Ray Dubs on YouTube. You might get some suggestive material talking about what he's done, and I'm not going to talk that much about it because I'm not trying to start the drama again. Similarly, never search up Avocado because, again, the same as last time, just don't. Also on YouTube, steer clear of the video called Hi Walter. Similar to things like Blank Room Soup, this video is, of course, fake, yet very realistic. It's this time of a kidnapped girl. He goes on to say, like, "Hi Walter, I met the most beautiful girl today at the mall," and then he opens the closet, and there's a kidnapped girl bawling her eyes out. But of course, this video is staged. I genuinely thought it was real as a kid. Yes, as a kid. I was a very naughty boy as a kid. And I watched things that my parents didn't allow me to. Yeah, I know. I was a very naughty child when I was a kid. It didn't make me lose my innocence, though, but it did give me nightmares. But now it barely phases me, so I'm just going to give it like a 4, maybe a 5. But if you're a child under the age of 11, don't watch it. Maybe even above 11 if you're like squeamish or something. Which I so happen to not be, because unfortunately I have lost my innocence years ago. Well, not years ago, but like a year and a half ago. Ever since the avocado thing started. Then it's been crazy. Maybe don't search out 1112 Dirtbag. It's a very weird title. I don't really know much about this video, but he was accused of being a pedophile and talked about some crazy things and said some crazy words. Of course, not as crazy as the words found in Interview with a, but still wild. Definitely some dark humor going on in there. Oh, and by the way, if you're still watching, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button and hit that bell. Anyway, let's continue. I only have one thing to say that you shouldn't search up on TikTok, and that is DuckPack51. Not DogPack404. DuckPack51. Also known as the TikTok thing video. How do I say this without getting age restricted? You know, I'm just gonna say it. TikTok beheading video. Oh my god. Hopefully I don't get age restricted. Actually, I don't think I'm gonna get age restricted. I think I'm just too scared for nothing. But yeah, just don't. Don't search up Reddit. You're already on Reddit? Okay. Well, at least don't search up Watch People Die. Because the name is exactly what it says. Just don't. Anyway, moving on to Google. Oof. I have a long list for this one. Don't search up Blue Waffle. Why? Because it's technically considered corn, if you know what I mean. It's a disease that turns your woman's thing blue. It is fake, but it still shows real pictures of the, so it's still considered crazy. Similarly, never search up revenge corn, because just don't. It's basically videos of people getting R-worded without their consent. Don't search up 2 Girls, 1 Cup, and if you don't know what that is, then please leave this video. Like, if you don't know what that is, then you're probably under the age of 10 or something. Just don't. Don't search up Messy Tales. It is the most fucked up animation that ever exists. Is it even an animation? Can you even call it an animation? This is the one that I haven't watched. And yes, I had to search up the rest. Ha 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 ha. Stop laughing. I did this to gather data for the YouTube video. I'm not a weirdo. Before you get in the comment section and says, haha, that one unemployed friend on a Tuesday, haha, maybe you're right. But I did this for a YouTube video. Come on now. But I have seen the, I guess you could call it the thumbnail or the cover, or I don't know. And that's an animation, but who knows what it is really. This one is a classic. Don't search up the Hub. If you don't find it disgusting, you're just going to find it very degrading to women. And if you find it in any way, shape, or form pleasureful, then you need to hop off, buddy. Hop off the internet and go get a life. Who enjoys the Hub? Like, actually. And I can't believe I actually caught myself slacking having to, like, watch a video from there just to collect data. Now the whole comment section is going to be like, ha ha ha, you're a simp, you're a simp. No, I'm not. I'm collecting data from certain sites so I can share it to you guys. Because I like my fans. And I want you guys to know, and I don't want my fans to search these up. How bad is that? Maybe I'm just too afraid of cyberbullying. I don't know. Let's get back on track. Don't search this up because it can ruin your perception of birds and bees. And from what I've gathered, it creates unrealistic expectations of men and women. Where men are supposed to be misogynistic and women are supposed to be objects. That is not true. And it is actually very degrading to both genders. And I highly do not recommend searching it up. I do not want you guys to become influenced by this shit. Don't search up pork party because, wow. Just don't. Similarly, don't search up art of zoo because, again, wow. Just don't. I can't believe my eyes right now. I think I need bleach. That would be good, wouldn't it? No? Okay. Then I won't, I guess. Obviously, I was kidding from the start. I'm not actually going to use bleach for my eyes. But you know what I mean. Don't search up any kind of avulsion. What does this mean? Ring avulsions. Degloving. Just don't. It's unnecessary, and even if I explain it, let me just say it's a type of injury caused by machinery. I hope that's enough to make you steer away, but trust me, it's a lot worse than you think. Before you go and search it up to see what I mean, don't. Stop. Take what I say as a matter. If you want to look up what it means on YouTube, you can do that since there are no actual images of that. Hopefully not. I don't know. Just in case, maybe steer away from that too. Just take my advice and stay innocent. If you're already not innocent, don't make it worse by searching up this shit. I had to search it up and it's crazy. Anyway, back to YouTube. Do not search up brain rot. This one isn't scary. It isn't sad. It may or may not piss you off. What it's gonna do is it's gonna rot your brain. Well, not literally, but kids have been watching this nowadays, and you probably already know what it is. It's infested YouTube Shorts specifically. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's just nonsense that's eventually, over time, gonna make your brain, like, mentally, it's gonna make your brain mush. It's a drug, and people get addicted to it, basically. It's like a mental drug. It's very addicting, especially to kids. And if you're a kid and you haven't watched Brain Rot yet, I do not recommend watching it. I explained this in a video I made about Gen Beta, which surprisingly got over 10,000 views. But basically, I'm going to explain the type of nonsense there is in this. Skibidi Toilet, which is about a man's head sticking out of a toilet. It's an animation. And it's very strange and it rots people's brains. A recent one, they call it Italian brain rot. There's this one thing called like Tung 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 Sahur. Some type of crazy shit. Or Tra-la-la, tra-la-la. Shut your ugly ass up. Bombardino Crocodila or something, I don't know. It's just the... Whoever created this, shut your ugly ass up. We do not need your ugly ass brain-rotting kids. Sorry, I'm done roasting. I'm done. I'm done roasting, okay? Why is this sweater so thick? Motherfucker making me looking like that man from Spider-Man versus the Spider-Verse or whatever. Let me just get back to the video. Definitely don't look up chimpanzee attacks on Google. Because it's an animal attack, and it's a lot of injury to the facial area and the area down there. Yeah, it's crazy. Just don't. If you're gonna look up Evan Fournier on Google, make sure to include his first name. If you only put his last name, you're in for quite the surprise. You just don't. Definitely don't. Okay? Do not look up Tor browser or onion links for Tor browser. This will lead you to the dark web, which is a place you do not want to go at any cost. If you want to have a vibe and you want to listen to music and you want to have parties and you want to look up the song Funky Town, be very cautious. There's a 99% chance that you're going to see a lot of vibes and a lot of music and maybe some memes here and there. But that 1% is somewhere you do not want to be. It is very bad cartel executions. I do not recommend it. It's a very specific video. It's a pretty popular one. If you don't know what it is, you do not want to know. Do not look up on YouTube 9/11 attacks. It is very sad, but also deeply disturbing if you really think about it. The most disturbing part about this video is when the man jumps from the tower. You can see him doing, like, flips and stuff while he's falling. And that guy that was falling was a legend, who sacrificed his life to save his friends and family, and didn't make it. It shows a close-up of the aftermath. From that, why am I spinning? From that high up, you would think he's more injured, which I'm glad he wasn't more injured. But unfortunately, he did not make it. And many people actually jumped out. It is very depressing and very sad to see. He is a legend that sacrificed many lives just to sacrifice his own, and he didn't make it. Next up, do not look up the execution of Saddam Hussein on, I don't know, anywhere. It's a video where he was hung to death. And there's not really that much gore, but it is death. And it is considered an execution, and I do not recommend it. Do not look up Roro Chan's final video. It's a video where she took her own life by jumping 13 stories off of a building. On YouTube, do not search up the Russian brick video. The audio is absolutely horrifying, and depending on how squeamish you are or not, you may be unfazed or completely horrified. But it really does depend. I'm somewhere in the middle. I personally felt a feeling of kind of depressed. Just hearing, like, the entire family, even a baby in the back seat, witness a death. A very bad one. Basically what happened in this video, this is actually one that I could kind of explain. They were driving on a highway. I assume they were going on, like, some kind of road trip. I don't know. Everything seems normal at first. Sort of. Though it is a dashcam video, so you could tell that something might happen, but you're not entirely sure. But then, it jumps at you. It's crazy. A truck goes by. Okay. Nothing happens. But then another truck goes by. This one is filled with bricks. There's bricks, and they're unsecured, and they're wobbling everywhere. One of the bricks flies off of the truck and into the windshield, and hits the passenger right in the forehead. And it doesn't actually show anything, it's just audio, so it really depends on how you view it. I just had the worst voice crack of my life. I don't know, classic Eli vs. blooper. But anyway, back to the actual video. There's actually a lot of context to this video. The woman, she died 2 hours after being admitted to the hospital. And the driver of the truck almost got sentenced to 5 years in prison because they say his lawyer said he should have been controlling the bricks better. I think that he should have gotten to prison. Just because, like, if you're working that job, at least load your bricks. I assume that guy at least got fired from his job. Hopefully. This occurred in Russia. No shit, Sherlock. It's literally called the Russian brick video. So, obviously, it's Russian. So, no shit. It's just very sad to think that a life was lost that day. And it's up on YouTube, and if you search Russian brick video, it's one of the first things that comes up. I don't recommend it. Just because you may be unfazed, but at the same time, if you're not desensitized, you may be deeply disturbed. It kind of has the same effect as the 9/11 attack video, because there's really, really deep context to the video. So just don't. Steer clear away from the video called Septic 5. It's a video of someone, there's not much context to this video. This is the final one I explained because I couldn't really find much else. Nor should I watch anything else because, low-key, I'm trying to still keep my innocence before it's too late. I mean, after all, I'm only 13. Already, like, that's crazy. But yeah, Septic 5. This is a video of someone in, like, a septic or something, and he is swimming in feces. And it's very, very gross. You might not be able to eat for a couple hours after watching this video. I certainly couldn't, and I don't really recommend it. Anyway, that's gonna be all for today's video because I couldn't think of anything else. I'll see you guys in the next video. And if you're ever thinking, why was I born? This is my answer. To like, subscribe, and hit that bell. Oh, and by the way, just in case, here are some extra videos that you shouldn't search up.